Hey everyone, I wanted to spend a quick minute, make a video and talk about this new razor I've been using. It's the Irving Barber Company razor, or IBC razor. I've had it for about a week. I've used it every day, and it's great. It uses a disposable blade. It'll either take a half of a double-edged safety blade, a feathered pro blade, which is in it right now, it's a lot longer, or a single-edged injector razor. And this thing's great. It performs great. It's very heavy, has good weight to it, and it's just very comfortable in your hand and on your face. One thing that when I first got it, I noticed it's a lot smaller than I expected compared to a typical Chevette. Here's the Parker SR1, very common. Just next to that, it's considerably smaller, as you can see. I've also got a standard 5/8 straight razor here. As you can see, when you just put them side by side, this new Irving Barber Company razor is just very small by comparison, but it performs very well, and I'm very impressed with it. Tonight I'm going to be shaving with Sir Hair, their Third Eye scent. It's a nice sandalwood smell, some vanilla in there. I've been soaking a horsehair brush, so I'm just going to wet my face and then I'll start lathering up. For those of you who haven't used Sir Hair before, it lathers very well, very easily. It's a very high performing soap, probably one of my favorites. Highly recommend it. This scent I've only used a couple of times. I usually use their Drunken Sailor, which I'm also a pretty big fan of. Just all around a good quality soap. See, plenty of lather there in a hurry. This Third Eye scent seems to be a little darker than most lathers, but I quite like it. One thing I have noticed about this new razor is when it gets wet, it can be very hard to hold on to. So it's important to make sure you have dry hands when you start with it. It was made for professional barbers, and that might have something to do with it. Here we go, first pass. And, very good audio feedback for a Chevette. I don't know if you can hear that or not. You can see it just glides right over. Does a great job. The first pass just takes off a lot of hair. For me, I've never used a feathered blade before. It's my first razor that'll hold one of those. Well, I've used one before. I've never owned one before, and it just takes off so much at once. It's a very, very nice benefit. I'm going to wash some water here. Start on this side. Anyways, that's a very good feel for a first pass. I'm going to do a second pass. Typically with Chevettes, I only do 2 passes. I'll do a with the grain pass, which is what I just finished, and then a against the grain pass. A lot of the times on a straight razor, I'll do a across the grain pass as well, but I don't find that that's necessary most of the time with a Chevette or a replaceable disposable blade razor. It's because the disposable blade is so much sharper than my straight razors anyway. Pretty much no pressure with this, just pushing it very lightly to take off the hair there. Whoa, blood spot there. All right, feels good, very smooth. It'll take a second to wash off. I hope you can tell that it's very efficient razor. Really doesn't take much effort at all to use. Just fits very nicely in your hand because of the weight and the sharpness of replaceable blades. It just really glides over. Takes everything off. So it's the IBC razor, the Irving Barber Company razor. Runs about $80. I'm recommend it to anybody. It's very easy to use, very user friendly, and just provides for a great shave.